Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You talk about this Giant defense.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Richardson working from the gun.
Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
They'll run. Here's the former Seminole.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9 now.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. A beautiful fake. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
They go play action with Richardson.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Again, it's Richardson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Richardson to throw off play action. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Richardson.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. Cox. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side. It's Cox. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
From his own end zone, it's Richardson.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cox. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They're going to look to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get it down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down and a yard. Play action. Now Richardson.
Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Micah Parsons.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
It's now 3rd down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. Cox, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cox.
And he will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Cox. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
73 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5. He finds his man complete. That's Cox. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cox. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. A good pickup there at 22.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Cox. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond?
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Off play action. Richardson.
Pass incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14.
They run for it with Bigsby.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Richardson looking to throw.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. We have played 3 quarters. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Now it's Richardson.
And it's caught.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
Here's Galindo.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
QB sneak, Richardson.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Anthony Richardson
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
Touchdown, Giants!
Malik Neighbors
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
And his throw here's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Second and 10. And Richardson looks to throw once more. He completes it to his fullback, Alec Ingold.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 60 yards.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a second and 6.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cox. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
He'll drop to throw. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here's first down. Now a handoff to Bigsby. Down to the 42, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Well, still maybe want to think about letting that play clock run a little here. It's second down. Richardson to throw it.
Being chased out left.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Coup now for the point after.
It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Cowboys 35, Giants 28.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose.
And it looks like the... has got it.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson. Inside the 10.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On 3rd down, it's Cox.
Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the 1st down, but he's brought down in play.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try the left side. Cox.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
On 3rd down, it's Cox.
And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And as this defense high, what a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete.